Welcome to another video from Only Copilot fans. I'm your host, AJ Ansari. Today's quick tutorial is on how you can set up pay-as-you-go billing for Business Central agents. Now, Microsoft has had Copilot features in Business Central for some time, and most of those Copilot features, or really all of those Copilot features at this point in time, are free to use. However, the agentic capabilities that Microsoft is releasing, the sales order agent, the payables agent, or what Microsoft's just started talking about, the agent playground, or any other agentic experiences that are going to come to Business Central in the future will have a cost. There's a couple ways you can handle that cost. First, Microsoft is going to include a small number of credits for you to be able to experience this capability. Anything above and beyond that will either require that you have prepaid Copilot Studio credits, which require some upfront payment, or you go to the more flexible route of pay-as-you-go, where you're going to set up a pay-as-you-go account, charge it against your credit card, and once a month, you're going to get an invoice for whatever you've consumed. And you can also set up a quota or a budget cap so that you can keep your costs at a more predictable level. So let's talk about what the prerequisites are and a few things that you need to know, and then I'll show you step-by-step how it's all done. So let's talk about some prerequisites. The most important thing that we need to do is make sure that we have an Azure billing profile, which is where we define our payment method, whether it's paying on a credit card or if you're being billed through your partner. Make sure that all that is pre-set up. And you need an Azure subscription. An Azure subscription is basically a container that contains all of your Azure resources. It could be anything such as a virtual machine, a storage account, etc., or even the AI resources that we're going to utilize. The Azure subscription is going to be linked to the billing profile that we have in the previous step. Now, if you're using Azure in any way, shape, or form in your organization, chances are you already have all of this in place. But I just wanted to make sure that we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Next, in the Azure portal, we're going to create a resource group within the chosen Azure subscription. This resource group is going to serve as a bridge between the Azure portal and the Power Platform environment that we need to be working in. So we're going to create this user group, and then in the Power Platform Admin Center, we're going to create a billing plan. The billing plan will require us to choose the Azure resource group. So that creates that little tie-in. It will also require us to choose which Power Platform products we're going to enable this billing plan for. At least Copilot Studio must be selected. You'll have other options like Power Apps, Power Automate, Dataverse. You can select those if you intend to use those as well. Then we're going to link this billing plan to one or more environments in Power Platform. Now, usually when you're using Business Central, you may not really think about doing anything with a Power Platform environment. If you don't have one already created, just create one from scratch. And once you create that environment, we're going to link to a Business Central environment. And that last part is going to be done in the Business Central Admin Center. Now, you will want to check how much you're consuming, and you can do all of that from the Power Platform Admin Center under Track Usage. And if you want to see your bill, you can go and do that from the Azure portal. And as I said before, if you wanted to set up a quota or a budget, you can also do that from inside of the Azure portal. Now, a couple of considerations for Business Central and Power Platform environments, because you may not be very familiar. Your Power Platform environment must be of the same type as a Business Central environment. On Business Central environments, we have production or sandboxes. Power Platform environments can be production, developer, or sandbox. If you're going to link the two, you cannot link a Business Central environment to a developer Power Platform environment. So it's either got to be production to production or sandbox to sandbox. Next, both your Power Platform environment and your Business Central environment must be in the same Azure geo. Also, your Power Platform environment can't already be connected to another Business Central environment. If you're in the Business Central Admin Center and trying to link an environment and you're not seeing any Power Platform environments to choose from, you need to make sure that all of the three conditions I've mentioned above are met. That's it. So without further ado, let's roll up our sleeves and get started. The first step is to go to portal.azure.com, or the Azure portal. I've got a shortcut on my screen, so I'm going to click that. In my Azure portal, I can navigate to billing subscriptions. I've accessed it recently, so you saw that in the drop-down, but for you, you might need to type that in. This is going to show you the different billing profiles or billing subscriptions that you have at this point in time. Now, in this particular one, you can see that I've got my payment method associated. That's my credit card. I can change that out if I need to a different payment method. Armed with that information, we can go to our home and subscriptions, or if I'm already on the home screen, I could click on subscriptions. Now here you're going to notice that different subscriptions behave a little bit differently. I've got one that's a Microsoft Azure sponsorship, so you may have one of these as well. If that's the case, you'll find a payment method for overages, but you're not going to find a lot in the way of cost analysis, etc., right over here. Compare what I'm seeing here to, say, a different type of subscription that I've got. In this particular place, I'm not going to see payment methods, but under billing, I will see my billing profile invoices. So here I can see that this is associated with my billing profile Ansari Co. Inc. I can see the different invoices for my consumption at different points in time. Under settings, I should also be able to see under billing properties the billing profile name, the ID, and billing plan, etc. So this helps me map back to where we first looked at before we came to subscriptions. If you don't already have a subscription in place, you can easily create those by coming to Add, select or put in a subscription name, select a billing account from the drop-down, and then go to Next, etc. And you can also set a budget. While I'm on the topic of budgets, in one of my 2 subscriptions that I was showing you, I had the ability to also set budgets right over here. So I could click on budget and I could click on add and I could set the budget that I have for a certain period. And this allows me to control my costs and to not have overruns. Now, armed with all of that information, let's go in and start to create a resource group. And I'm going to do this in Microsoft Azure Sponsorship 1. I go to resource groups and create a new resource group over here. My resource group's got to have a unique name, obviously. I'm going to call it my pay-as-you-go resource group and select a region. Next, if you want to add any tags, otherwise we can just review and create. This won't take very long at all. I have my pay-as-you-go resource group right over here. Next, we're going to go to the Power Platform Admin Center, and that's admin.powerplatform.com. It's going to route you to admin.powerplatform.microsoft.com. Now, this is a new Power Platform Admin Center. At this point, I think everybody's already got it. But if you're one of the stragglers with the old purple-looking Power Platform Admin Center, just you should be able to do everything I'm showing here, but the menu items might be moved around a little bit. So I've got one environment, which is a sandbox environment called the Power Platform Sandbox, and we're going to apply our billing plan that we create to this particular sandbox. So what do? We go to licensing, and we go to billing plans, and here we click on new billing plan. Click on Azure subscription, give it a name, select our Azure subscription name, and that resource group. The resource group is our bridge between the Azure subscription or the Azure portal and the Power Platform Admin Center. And then we select which Power Platform products are going to be part of this billing plan. So Copilot Studio, of course, and Dataverse is already selected. And if you wanted to select any of these other ones like Power Apps, Power Automate, or Power Pages, you could do that as well. If you're wondering why Windows 365 for Agents automatically got selected, that's because this is going to be used for a computer using Agents in Copilot Studio. So I hit Next, and I select the region. And this will show me all the environments that are part of this particular region. Now, if I wanted to, I could select an environment or more this time. But if I create an environment at a later time, I also have the option and from that side to apply this billing plan to new environments. So let's save this over here first. And you can see it's already enabled. If you ever need to edit this, you can come down here, you can edit, you can see I've got target environments and I can add more or remove any environments from here. If I'm creating a new environment from Manage, let's click New. Here you can type in a name, you can choose your group, region, etc., and scroll down. The most important feature that you need to worry about which is the pay-as-you-go with Azure, and from the dropdown, you can select your billing policy. You can also create a new billing policy while you're creating a new environment if you ever wanted to do that. And now our final step. We got to go to our Business Central Admin Center. You will recall I told you that Business Central environments and Power Platform environments must be of the same type to be linked together. I want to connect my Power Platform environment to a Business Central Sandbox. I'll click Link, and this will show me any and all Sandbox environments that are available to me in Power Platform. I only have one, so I'm going to select this, and I click Link. Notice a caution message. When you do this, it's going to restart the Business Central environment, and it's going to automatically kick out any people that are in that environment at that time. So you want to make sure that you're not disrupting people's work. Maybe do this during outside of office hours, or at least by giving them some notification. This only takes a few seconds, so this is not going to be something that people will have to wait minutes and hours for to propagate. Notice it's already done. My environment is linked. You can see the billing policy is also showing over here. If I would like to test this environment out, go back to my environments list and launch it. And if you were seeing any error messages with your sales order agent or payables agent before because you had exhausted all of your credits, or you just noticed that nothing's happening, everything was already set up, and just your agent stopped working, all of that should now be resolved. If you're wondering why I've got a couple of extra icons on the top besides my sales order and payables agent, I'm in a preview version of Business Central 27.2, and I have access to the new agent playground where I can build my own agents and test them right over here. And that's it. That's how simple it is for us to create a pay-as-you-go billing policy, connect that to our Business Central environment, and now we can use our Business Central agentic capabilities without any upfront payment. We only pay for what we use, and we can also control our costs by setting a budget so we don't have that risk of cost overruns. If you've got any comments, feedback, or questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed our video, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It gets us in front of a larger audience of people that are looking for this kind of help. And tell your friends about Only Copilot fans too. Until next time, I'm AJ Ansari, and I hope to see you again very soon. Take care.